Hey there, everyone. And the reason I'm doing this in this mood is because November 1st, today, November 1st, is now called Indianapolis Colts Day. That's right. Today was a special day for the Indianapolis Colts. And this Titans team, that's probably ancient history by now. I mean, seriously. The AFC South is swinging in the Colts' favor right now after these two games happened like this. The Indianapolis Colts defeated the Detroit Lions 41-21, while the Titans lost to the Cincinnati Bengals 31-20. Unbelievable. I don't even know if I should call myself a Titans fan after out of all the things Vrabel has done and Robinson have done. Losing to the Bengals is going to have to become a wake-up call for the Titans. I mean, seriously. This is what I call a bunch of bullcrap. I mean, the Bengals were the pendulum was swinging in the Bengals' way. Let's start off with the Titans and Bengals game. The pendulum swung the Bengals' way from the beginning. The Titans didn't even take the lead for 1 second. This is like, oh my God, letting the defense get run over by that rookie QB, Joe Burrow. That guy can prove that even the worst defenses can't. That guy has proven that the Titans defense needs to step up. That guy is like a beast. He was worth the first pick in the draft for the Bengals. Of course, he would have landed that interception by Jayon Brown if the Titans didn't get that stinking penalty. My God. And to make matters worse, Titans suffered 3 serious injuries today. Adam Humphries, Roger Saffold III, and of course our main punter, Brent Kern. This hurts the Titans a lot, and they have to go to trade deadline, and they have to make a move before trade deadline because this is ridiculous. You might as well throw the season away if you're afraid to make a move. And then and then I don't care what anybody says. Fire Robinson if you don't survive to make the playoffs. Unbelievable. I don't give a crap what they say. If you're afraid to make a move, then you're not fit to become general manager, John Robinson. And what about you, Mike Vrabel? You let the defense. You're in charge of the defense now. Because you refused to hire a defensive coordinator. And look what that got him. Maybe Adoree Jackson should sit this season out because this is ridiculous. Mike Vrabel's not going to finally cry. Mike Vrabel is never going to listen. So why even bother? I mean, he said that it's the players' fault. But in fact, it's his. Stop playing the blame game, Vrabel. It's your own fault. They need a defensive coordinator, and Vrabel threw it away. That's right. That's what it looks like. Meanwhile, and to make matters worse, it's the end of an era. Titans running back Derrick Henry ran over 100 yards, and normally Titans are supposed to win in these kinds of situations, but today the Bengals have finally screwed it over, and that winning streak is over. the Bengals destroyed that streak today. So yippee-yi-yay to the Bengals. Congratulations. You finally slapped the Titans back down to earth. I just hope you slap Vrabel and Robinson down to earth, because if you didn't, well, then they're hopeless. Now let's move on to the Indianapolis Colts and the Detroit Lions. The Lions, they had control of the match from the start, but then Phillip Rivers came roaring right back. I mean, seriously, the guy was a beast. Jonathan Taylor, the rookie running back did okay, but I think the main star of all was Hines. Nyheim Hines scored 2 touchdowns that game, and some of the work was on the Colts defense. I mean, seriously, Matt Stafford had an interception that game. I mean, seriously. How do you score 41 points in Detroit? Of course, the Colts did suffer some big-time losses. T.Y. Hilton was one. I read about an article. T.Y. Hilton got hurt that game. So, yeah. It was quite a mess for the Indianapolis Colts. But hey, congratulations, Indianapolis Colts. You are this week's winner in the AFC South. But still, Titans are still standing on top, but only by this close. Want to know why? Because if the Colts hadn't lost to the Jaguars, the Colts would be standing on top right now. But no. Right now it's still Titans. But the Colts could steal it next week, or the week after, or the week after, I don't know. But it sounds like the pendulum's swinging in the Colts' favor right now. Now let's move on to next week's games, for instance. The Titans. I'm going to start off with the Tennessee Titans because they're on top. They are hosting a Chicago Bears team next week who lost to the New Orleans Saints in overtime, 23-20. This goes to show that Nick Foles and the Chicago Bears are dead serious. Mike Vrabel, you need to start Adoree Jackson this week. You also have to make a move by then, because I'm pretty sure there are other strong teams than the Chicago Bears you guys have to face off against. But focus on defeating the Chicago Bears first. I mean, seriously. Then let's move on to the Indianapolis Colts. Their next opponents are the Baltimore Ravens. They host the Baltimore Ravens, and who lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers and lost one of their main offensive tackles for the rest of the season, Ronnie Stanley. How's Lamar Jackson going to survive without him? Here I thought our Taylor Lewan's we thought Taylor Lewan was a problem, but we need Ron Stanley to help hold off that Colts defense. The Colts play the Ravens before the Titans, so losing him now is not exactly okay. Okay, the Ravens are in huge. I'm not so sure if the Ravens can handle it. Sorry, keeping it real. And of course, last but not least, the two teams that are coming off the bye week are now ready to face each other week 9 if one of them has gotten over their COVID situation. That's right, I'm talking about the Texans and Jaguars game. This game's in Jacksonville, and I hope Houston is done with all their COVID-19 problems. And of course, the Jaguars, they're going into this game without Gardner Minshew. So they're going to have to work on their backup QB situations, but they have to remember that this is not the same Houston Texans team Bill O'Brien managed. No, Romeo Corral is a different story. So, I'll see you next time on the next AFC South Channel episode.